Hey guys, Michael from Copper vs Glass. Now, mobile gaming has changed. You've got some really awesome games like Call of Duty Mobile and Fortnite, which is basically a console port down onto a smaller mobile device. But today we're going to be throwing it back and taking a look at some of the simpler games available for mobile with my top 6 simple games. Now, these aren't going to be the newest or necessarily the best games available, but if you're looking for a simple experience that can be complex, I've got you covered. And thanks to today's video sponsor, Ridge Wallet. Head over to ridge.com/CVSG and use code CVSG for 10% off anything on the Ridge Wallet website. They've got some really awesome designs made of some very durable material, and in general, it's the best wallet that I've ever owned. Again, CVSG at checkout for 10% off. So first up, we have Badlands. Now, this is not the newest game on the list, being released around 8 years ago, but it is one of the best. It's an award-winning side-scroller game that has some amazing graphics and some great controls. Basically, you need to get the forest dweller from one end of the map to the other. Now, you have some great scenery to go through, and as you can see from the gameplay, this game will also look great on AMOLED screens with deep blacks and colourful levels. The gameplay is physics-based, with you making your character fly up and down to avoid obstacles and threats. Now, you can also change the size of your character and add a ton of them onto the screen at any one time with some pickups along the way. You've got just over 100 levels to work through, plus local multiplayer for up to 4 people over 23 levels on one device. Now, you can also create your own levels if you're skilled enough. Overall, this is a great classic that I just keep coming back to. Next up, we have Grand Mountain Adventure. This is the top-down snowboarding and skiing game that, like Badlands, is all about the looks. You have whole mountains to explore, you can continue to go up and down the slopes as you please, and they are massive. Now, you have a good mixture of game modes from board cross, slalom, and big air, just to name a few. The graphics are highly detailed with avalanches, falling trees, and weather effects, but it doesn't affect the gameplay, keeping it steady at 60 frames a second. Now, you also have a wide range of tricks to master while launching on some huge jumps, and the first mountain is free, but then there are in-app purchases for more. Now, this is one of the best games on the list and highly recommended. I just wish that you got more without having to put any money up front. Now we have my personal favourite on this list, Hillside Drive. Now, this is a side-scrolling driving game, and you have 15 vehicles to choose from. Now, there's no name brands, but let's just say that there's a car that looks very much like a truck that looks very cyber. I mean, it's basically the Tesla Cybertruck, plus you've got some other brands that you may or may not recognise. Now, you have 2 levels to choose from, and hopefully there's going to be more to come. Each car has their own tasks to complete for unlocks, and each car can be upgraded to help with steeper hills and inclines. And you will find that at first your car can only drive around 100 meters before failing, but then after playing and getting some upgrades, that can turn easily into 3,000 meters or more. There's so much detail in each level, and even though there are only 2, they can change while playing, so some stuff may pop up that's a little bit unexpected. So I would definitely recommend buckle up and try this great driving game. It may be simple, but sometimes that's the best kind of mobile game. Leo's Fortune is one of those games that you've either played and loved, or, well, actually, that's about it. If you haven't yet played Leo's Fortune, you're doing yourself a disservice. This is a great game with some simple controls, good sound, and great visuals. And to show how old the game is, they recently upgraded the graphics to HD, so now it looks even better. So even if you have played this game before, I would definitely recommend going back and playing it again. The aim of each level is to collect gold, but more importantly survive. You have a ton of threats along the way which you'll need to be mindful of. The level design is great, and I like that there is a timer allowing for multiple playthroughs to get the fastest time you can once you know a level. The levels consist of forests, cities, snow, and deserts, and each one looks great. Now you have some subtle but effective particle effects that really add to the overall game experience, so if you're looking for a simple to play but hard to master side scroller, then Leo's Fortune is for you. And now we have probably the most recognisable game on this list, Monument Valley 2. Now, to get this out of the way, the game can be completed in around an hour, and I know that doesn't really sound a lot, but that's also what makes it great. You have a chance to play through this beautiful game and see all it has to offer and then replay it all very quickly. Basically, you have to help a mother and child on their journey through some great looking levels and some very intricate puzzles that at first can be a little bit complicated, but once you know what you're doing, it's not too bad. But the main thing other than the looks of this game are definitely the sounds. This is one game that you would need to play with headphones. The music and sound effects are great and have a very calming theme to them. This is also another award-winning game, and as soon as you play it, you will definitely see why. And once you're done with this one, you can also go back and check out the original game Monument Valley, which again is amazing. You know what? Just get both, play them back to back, it's going to be a great experience and a pretty good use of time in the current situation. And lastly, we have Sky, Children of the Light. Now this comes from the guys that brought you the amazing game Journey, which was actually Game of the Year in 2013. Now that's not just mobile game, that was overall Game of the Year including consoles. And Sky is a console quality game that you can take out and about. Now this is the least simple game on this list, but with it being a little bit more slow paced and you don't really have to worry about a ton of controls or complex gameplay. It's overall a great game with amazing graphics that wouldn't look out of place on any current console. You have 7 realms to explore and tons of mysteries to uncover. You can also interact with other players in the world for tips and help with missions or levels. Again, the music and sound effects of this game are great, and I would also use this with a pair of headphones to get the ultimate experience. Overall, this is one of the best mobile games available right now and highly recommended. And that's going to do it, guys, for this video on the best simple games available for Android. They're all going to be linked in that description box down below, and I would recommend any of these 6 to try out. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a thumbs up down below, and if you've got any questions or comments about this or anything else on the channel, let me know in the comments section below or on Twitter at Copper vs Glass. For more content moving forward, don't forget to subscribe, and once you have, turn on notifications so you're notified anytime that I post a new video here on the channel. Also, don't forget to check out today's video sponsor Ridge Wallet, which will be linked also down in that description box. I'm Michael from Copper vs Glass. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.